What's up, gang? Welcome back. I wanted to do an apology because I am kind of late on this week 7 NFL recap and scores, but da-na-na. Let's get started anyway. So, all right, first game we got is the Patriots versus the Jaguars. Patriots at 16, Jaguars at 32. Passing yards, we have Drake May, 26 for 37, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. And we have Terrence Lawrence, 15 for 20, 193 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing yards, we got Drake May again, 3 carries, 18 yards. And this time we have Tank Bigsby, 26 carries, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving yards, we got Hunter Henry, 8 receptions, 92 yards. And for the Jaguars, they got Brian Thomas Jr., 5 receptions, 89 yards, and 1 touchdown. Shout out to the Jaguars, though. I like them. Next we have is the... my phone keeps redirecting. Next we have is the Lions and the Vikings. Pretty good teams. Lions at 31, Vikings at 29. Really tough. Passing yards, we got Jared Goff, 22 for 25, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then we have Sam Darnold, 22 for 27, 259 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Jahmyr Gibbs with the rushing yards, he has 15 carries, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, we have with 14 carries, 93 yards, and 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 receptions, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Justin Jeffries went crazy. He went crazy. He had 7 receptions, 81 yards, and 1 touchdown. Yeah, these are like the best teams. They're pretty good. Their defense is amazing. And the Lions won that one by 2 again. Next game, we got the Titans versus the Bills. Titans got 10 points. The Bills got 34. Passing yards, we got Mason Randolph, 25 of 40, 215 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Passing yards for Josh Allen, we have 21 for 33, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, we got Tony Pollard, 16 carries, 61 yards. And for the Bills, we have Ray Davis, 5 carries, 41 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, we got Chezozim Akunowo. I don't know how to pronounce a broad name, but he's a wide receiver for the Titans. He has 4 receptions and 50 yards. And for the Bills, we have Keon Coleman, 4 receptions, 125 yards. Next game we got is the Dolphins versus the Colts. And Dolphins lost to the Colts by 6 points. It was 10-16. Passing yards, we got Tyler Huntley, 7 for 13, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Passing yards for the Colts, Anthony Richardson, 10 for 24, 129 yards. Rushing yards, we got Devon Agnew, 15 carries, 77 yards. And then Anthony Richardson again with 14 carries, 56 yards. Receiving yards, we got Jonnu Smith, 7 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. And receiving yards for the Colts, Michael Pittman Jr., 3 receptions, 63 yards. And the Colts won that one by 3. Next game we got between the birds. The Seahawks versus the Falcons. Seahawks had 34, Falcons had 14. Passing yards, Geno Smith, 18 for 28, 207 yards with 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins, 24 for 35, 232 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Rushing yards, we have Kenneth Walker III, 14 carries, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. Atlanta has by Gene Robinson, 21 carries, 103 yards, and 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, we got DK Metcalf, 4 receptions, 99 yards, and 1 touchdown. Kyler Pitts, we have 7 receptions, 65 yards, and like I said, the Seahawks won 34-14. Next game we have is the Texans versus the Packers. Texans versus the Packers. Texans had 22, Packers had 24. Shout out to both of these teams. I like them too. It's a lot of teams. Honestly, I'm just gonna say I love football because there's a lot of great players on a lot of teams. But yeah, the Texans lost by 2 to the Packers again. Sorry about that. That's my alarm. CJ Stroud, 10 for 21, 86 yards. Jordan Love, 24 for 33, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Rushing yards, we got Joe Mixon, 25 carries, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs had 12 carries, 76 yards. Receiving yards, we got Dalton Schultz, 1 reception, 28 yards. And for the Packers, we got Romeo Doubs, 8 receptions, 94 yards. And yeah, the Texans lost that one. Sorry, unfortunately. Okay, next game we got the Bengals and the Browns. The Browns looking like the Panthers. Oh wait, I forgot. Their quarterback got hurt. I think it's like an Achilles or something. I forgot. Bengals at 21, Browns at 14. Passing yards, Joe Burrow, 15 for 25, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. And passing yards, Deshaun Watson, 15 for 17, 128 yards. Rushing yards, we have Chase Brown, 15 carries, 44 yards. And the Browns have Dorian Thompson-Robinson, 3 carries, 44 yards. Receiving yards, we got T. Higgins, 4 receptions, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. And the Browns have Cedric Tillman, 8 receptions, 81 yards. And the Browns came up short once again. Next game we have is the Giants versus the Eagles. Eagles had 28, Giants had 3. Passing yards, Jalen Hurts was 10 for 14, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Daniel Jones, 14 for 21, 99 yards. Rushing yards, we got Saquon Barkley, 17 carries, 176 yards. Dang. With 1 touchdown, I forgot to say. Tyrone Tracy Jr., 6 carries, 23 yards. A.J. Brown had 5 receptions, 89 yards, and 1 touchdown. Malik Nabers for the Giants had 4 receptions, 41 yards, and the Giants got crushed. Next game we have is the Raiders versus the Rams. Okay, Raiders versus the Rams. The Raiders just lost their best wide receiver, Devontae Adams. I think he went to like the Jets. But yeah, the Raiders came up short against the Rams, 15-20. Passing yards, we got Gardner Minshew II, 15 for 34, 154 yards. Dang, 3 interceptions. Matt Stafford, 14 for 23, 154 yards, 1 interception. Rushing yards, we got Alexander Madison, 23 carries, 92 yards. 92 yards. And then for the Rams, Kyren Williams, 21 carries, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving yards, we got Brock Bowers, 10 receptions, 93 yards. And Tyler Johnson with 4 receptions, 57 yards. Next game, this one was ugly. That's my team. Next game, we got my team, the Panthers versus the Commanders, and you know we lost, of course, 7-40. Passing yards, Andy Dalton, 11 for 16, 93 yards, and 2 interceptions. Passing yards, Marcus Maruta, 18 for 23, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, Chuba Hubbard, 17 carries, 52 yards, 1 touchdown. And then they have Brian Robinson Jr., 12 carries, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, Jatavian Sanders, 6 receptions, 61 yards. And they have Terry McLaurin, 6 receptions, 98 yards. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even watch this game, so me seeing the passing yards and not seeing I forgot the quarterback's name. I think his name is like Jaden something. And not seeing what's his name? Oh yeah, Jaden Daniels play is kind of wild. I don't know what happened to their quarterback, but yeah, we lost that game too, so it's whatever. Next game we got is the Chiefs and the 49ers. Chiefs had 28. Dang, I didn't realize they was undefeated. Chiefs have 28. 49ers have 18. Passing yards, Pat Mahomes, 16 for 27, 154 yards, 2 interceptions. Brock Purdy was 17 for 31, 212 yards, 3 interceptions. Rushing yards, Kareem Hunt, 22 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Jordan Mason with 14 carries, 58 yards. Receiving yards, they got Noah Gray, 4 receptions, 66 yards. And George Kittle with 6 receptions, 92 yards. And the Chiefs won 28-18, like I said before. Crazy. Okay. Next game we have is Jets and the Steelers. Jets at 15, Steelers at 37, which is crazy. Passing yards, Aaron Rodgers, 24 for 39, 276 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Russell Wilson was 16 for 29, 264 yards with 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards. Sorry guys, I meant passing yards. Yeah, Russell Wilson was 16 for 29, 264 yards with 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, Bryce Hall, 12 carries, 38 yards, 1 touchdown. Steelers had Najee Harris, 21 carries, 102 yards with 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, Bryce Hall again, 16 receptions, 103 yards. And they have George Pickens, 5 receptions, 111 yards with 1 touchdown. And the Steelers demolished the Jets. Next we have is the Ravens versus the Buccaneers. Ravens at 41, the Bucs at 31. Passing yards, Lamar Jackson, 17 for 22, 281 yards, 5 touchdowns. It's looking like MVP season for Lamar. Baker Mayfield, 31 for 45, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. Rushing yards, we have Derrick Henry, 15 carries, 169 yards. Rashid White, 10 carries, 40 yards. Receiving yards, they have Rashad Batman, 4 receptions, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Cade Otton with receiving yards, 8 receptions, 100 yards. And the Ravens beat them 41-31. Last but not least, we have the Chargers versus the Cardinals. Chargers at 15, Cardinals had 17. Passing yards, we got Justin Herbert, 27 for 39, 349 yards. Kyler Murray, 14 for 26, 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. J.K. Dobbins, rushing yards, 14 carries, 40 yards. James Conner, that was 19 carries with 101 yards. Receiving yards, we have Will Dissly, 8 receptions, 81 yards. And the Cardinals have James Conner again with 2 receptions, 51 yards. And the Chargers came up short, 15-17 against the Cardinals. It looks like that's it, guys. I just wanted to say thank you for staying tuned to my videos. Thank you for still supporting me. I'm gonna continue making videos. I just wanna say, like, just thank you for everything. I can't thank y'all enough for supporting me no matter what I've been through, no matter how much I post and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it going, and I love you guys. Bye.